incidentally. And then we'll be playing some more Crusader Kings, because I do kind of want to make some more progress. Now, I kind of did just as I promised, because, you know, you do remember that we were to the point where we could create a whole kingdom title for our name. And, well, I just basically let time pass until we had enough money, and then paused the game and went like, okay, sounds like a good enough point to rejoin our little papacy in its endeavors. Not much else has changed. Now the lady has been gotten a bit older. She's still not very much liked by the Emperor, bad as that might be. Just because I consider us a great religion somewhat hostile, put it mildly. Apart from that, if memory serves me right, quite a few of these things inside here are actually such we're going to check out the server again. I was, and then I realized that it was getting fucking late, and I did kind of wanted to start streaming, so I'll be doing the checkout after I'm done with streaming today, because it's not gonna be that long today. Sadly, I am a bit busy with great many things at the moment, but I thought I'd use the opportunity to play something now, so that I can actually, you know, claim that I've done some streaming today. And then later on, once I have cooled it down a little bit more, probably gonna take a shower once I'm done here, because it is still a bit too hot for my liking, but alas. And then I'm gonna have some peace and quiet, and then I can check out what you have done with the great world that we've created. Which actually reminds me, has the Kronos managed to join up? Is everything set up on that front? Strategy. To finish my thought here, before I digress a little more. As you can see, a lot of these parts are actually already part of the Holy Roman Empire, and my hope is, of course, that once we create the Kingdom of Italy, our dear liege lord might potentially give us the vassals that are de jure part of our kingdom. Yes, that I can. He was laggy bit. That does sometimes happens, though, yeah. Especially if you try to play something across the pond that it's not true. But yeah, I think I'm gonna light my pipe immediately, and then actually, before I do this, I'm gonna drink some more water. Oh. And let's hope that the next time we get around to playing that, we find a good solution so that doesn't sound too promising yet, but let's stay hopeful that we mayhaps potentially find a way to play this. But of course, you know, we've already seen it is far more fun to play this together with two people, just from the writing the monsters and shit. A lot more versatile with two people. Three people, and the amount of building and of course fighting they can do is probably even better. On in strategy, hold on to your little panties. We are going to become a fucking kingdom. A German creating the Kingdom of Italy. The irony is rather nice, isn't it? Create the title. Create the Kingdom of Italy. You will gain 1 prestige and 50 legitimacy, and it will cost you 500 gold. Great. Italian court. As queen, you have new duties and responsibilities. You will now be expected to regularly hold court, solving the disputes of the realm, and letting your courtiers take part in your daily routines. But Bianca of Cremona, looking sternly at me in a direct, almost lecturing way. Perhaps there's also some surprise in her eyes. She doesn't look too surprised. She does unfold a beautiful banner bearing the emblem of House von Berg. Not the ways in which the world will now judge your rule is by how you adorn and care for your royal court. I've taken the liberty to have this made as a gift to mark the beginning of your royal tenure. Let them see their new queen. Whoosh. I do love that I now have just some waifus in my court. That is such an improvement. I mean, just compare and you'll see the improvement rather easily. I think actually, all things considered, this does deserve a beer in my near future. I can't tell as much. Let's see here. I have this one. Oh yeah, I was looking for something that would be somewhat getting the idea that we are all about the whole fucking scissoring thing around, but that was the closest symbol I could find, which is saddening, but also couldn't be bothered to look up other ways to doing it. Now we need to deal with this problem, because now the game is like, you held too many duchies. I'm guessing. I'm sadly aware of that. Let's see here. We're gonna keep the papacy title, of course. We're gonna keep the Duchy of Jülich, and we're gonna keep Duchy of Lotharingia, which is our core lands, basically, the ones we started with, and I kinda don't want to give those away. For the Duchy of Emilia, the one down here, there are 2 counties in here. Let's see, is any one of you... I mean, you look nice, but you don't like me. You, my little Countess Bianca, you have been quite a loyal subject for quite a while. I think making you a duke is something I will probably not regret overly much. An untitle, the Duchy of Emilia. I could, of course, also, start eventually giving these titles to my my family. Technically speaking. What is actually left of my family? 25 living members. Let's see here. Okay, there's another. Of Mark. Okay, yeah, of Mark, that's good. You have actually created these offshore. Yeah, that's well. When you're of the right house, I guess. I don't really want to give my... Guess there's some here who probably would benefit from not getting wasted too much. Giving it to some young people might actually be interesting. I mean, that sounds like a terrible idea that will probably lead to terrible, terrible consequences. But alas, I mean... Okay, let's think a little bit of success, shall we? Now, you are probably going to inherit from your mother. And your 2 children are probably then going to have to carry this. How about your sibling? Your sibling has also created some offspring. 3 of them to be precise. Right now you're not actually at my court, are you? Chest power with a leash, interesting. Okay, so... I don't think I can actually give you the titles easily, because you would need to get a county first, don't you? Oh, that would be a pain in the ass to do. Because what it technically would mean is that I would have to revoke the titles of some of my subjects. In this case, at least, one of these, and then give them the duchy. It would be a lot of pain in the ass for just establishing a bit of familiar superiority, wouldn't it be? Okay, so all of the children would join my court, apparently. Grand titles, let's see. If I wanted to give you the Duchy of Emilia, precisely the problem. Must hold receive at least 1 county. Yeah, I was about to say that is precisely how the problem is gonna be. If I do it like this, I'm gonna be a very, very unpopular leader, I would politely point out. But being an unpopular leader is not necessarily the worst that could happen to me. If I were to revoke your title of Mondena, would you accept it? Probably not. You are actually loving me, so okay, you would give me the Mantua. It would also cost me a lot of legitimacy, though. That doesn't really sound like a reasonable thing to do, does it now? Would make my standing rather worse, to put it mildly. And we do have some trusted vessels around. Yet we can make into duchies, the dukes, no, duchies, yes. That should work rather splendidly. None of you are really good at that whole marshalling thing, eh? Well, I'll care about it at a later point. Duchy of Lombardy, that's the big one. Giving that away is going to be a pain in my ass. Duchy of Istria? How the fuck even is that? Oh, down there. Which only consists of the county of Pula. That makes this easy. I grant you the title Duchy of Istria. You still suck at it, but you're a bit shiz now, so I guess I'm gonna take you in. Just on that, because I'm such a nice person. How many more do I hold? That's a county. And yeah. So the only one we now have to get rid of is the Duchy of Lombardy. That's not really one I want to get rid of. It's a pretty damn big one, but I mean, it's not gonna disappear from us, mind you, but that is something to consider. Wrong one. Let's see, Brezika. You kinda like me. You kinda like me. You hold that one as well, but I'm not gonna make you a double duke, no will I? That would be a bit too much power in one hand. You, little fee, I remember you. You were a spy master, aren't you? Okay. Now that has solved that problem. We can still get involved in those families, just by, you know, power of marriage, basically. If I were to go and look at my vassals now and sort them by rank, then, let's see here. You're of House Asti. I do have some children to give out. Doesn't really seem like you have anything interesting there. Nothing interesting there. Some politicking. How about you? Probably it'll be easier if I go through it like this, isn't it? Okay, let's go here. Take a look at you. You have. You are married. You are married. You don't even have any children. How about you? Victor Dusty. Fine. Arrange marriage between Brunhilde and Victoria Asti. It's a small start, but you know, it's a start. Now, next one. Niches. How does it look for you? You have some children there. How about you? Do you have a spouse? You do. And you have some children. Arrange marriage. How old is your child? 8. That seems splendidly fitting. Okay. Link involved with all of my dukes immediately. Sounds like a decently reliable plan, doesn't it? Your hair. She is not married yet to anyone, so we'll give her one of our own. Apart from that, we only have count, right? 1, 2, 3 dukes. Oh, duchess. Yes. Yes. We'll get that out of the way. Ransom her once they got some money. Your daughter. Which one? The other one, I'm assuming you can marry. Yeah, you had my card again. Well, demand your conversation first and foremost. If the family of the Pope itself is not actually willing to follow the religion, it's a bad sign. Oh boy. Yeah, I think on that, apart from that, everything is just peachy for us to let the time flow again. Sorry, I can't really afford this right now. We're kinda on the poor end of things. Oh, then you need a spouse as well. Since we're now a bit more powerful than before. Might actually up our chances on the market. I mean, at this point, as far as internal problems are concerned, we're pretty well off. There shouldn't really be that many that can challenge us inside the HRE. Any outside force would have to go through the HRE itself in order to get to us, so relatively safe, I would say. Like someone hasn't agreed to my ideas yet. Which one of you cunts? Okay, you'll be sure to me. That's a start. Pretty sure you had agreed to me. You have indeed. Excellent indeed. Now that we've ingrained ourselves with our subjects a little bit more. Run Vassal, yeah, that goes. That's what we like to see. See? Kingdom of Italy immediately grows. I shall demand your conversation, of course. And I'm pretty sure you hate me because, okay, an absolute crown authority makes you hate me, and demanded by conversation declared war. Yeah, that declare war one. Grand Vassal, which one? Duke Fulco of Tuscany. Nice. I shall demand your conversation as well, and that of your whole fucking family, while we're at it. Nice. Oh right, we are actually now in high medieval times. But let's finish up the early medieval times first. We should have more than enough time to get all of them. Now as for my leash... Anyway, we can get ourselves involved with you. You have a spouse. You have a spouse. You have one. You're 2 years old. And you look ugly as fuck, but that's another aspect. Okay, wouldn't agree to that. Even not like that. Maybe we need to ingratiate us a bit more with our liege lord. Before he would be willing to let our noise and proper ways prosper in his lands. We're already trying to learn his language, that's good. Okay, so how about does it look? Not that bad, but also not that good. Worst case scenario, we're just gonna wait until because once again, like my children in the next generation are once again like 25 or so. Should give them more than enough time to create offspring. So far, they have all been rather successful in their endeavors to bear life. So I don't really see any problem to continuing like this. We might actually want to go for a grand tour, you know, endeavor to make ourselves a bit more liked. What else is actually part du jour of my kingdom? Okay, so all of these areas, of course. That area that is under control by Venice would also be part of that, I see. I see. Duchy of Genoa is already part of the Holy Roman Empire, so that there's a chance we can get that. Same with Pisa, actually. Piedmont and Verona is not created yet, so we'll have some more dukes once we finish it up. Quite a few of duchies inside. The Kingdom of Italy, I must admit. Oh well, we'll fucking take it. That also should give me more excuses for war, shouldn't it? Frisia, Augsburg, Pisa. We can go to war against Pisa, but we're gonna wait that out. Because there's a good chance that our dear Leisure will just give us Genoa and Pisa in due time. That piece which is controlled by Westphalen, that might be something we wanna deal with. Seize the Duchy of Piedmont, yes. I don't think anyone is gonna help him, so what fucking is. We'll try to do this in the lifetime of our little Pope here. She's 62, she should have at least a few more good years. We can call the others to war. The Sluggard of Livonia. Join me. And Calabria is not wanting to join us. Sadness. Yeah, first of all, we're gonna save up some money. To probably plan a grand tour. Mostly to appease the little people. Of course, he's gonna start over here, yeah. 2,000 forces. Not really something I'm too worried about. Where is my ally going? Moment. I don't see him having any troops around. I mean, to be fair, you know, I can't really complain. As I too have a tendency to not necessarily get immediately involved in things. I know. Not the nicest thing, but nowadays what it is. Do I want to wait? We also need to start building up things again, which means we need more money, and right now, first comes the warfare, then comes the money collection, because we do need a lot of money. And we are kind of where we want to be, so if I sold this, 17 days of sacrificing many people for this. Seems reasonable. Okay, now we go up here and meet our enemy in bloody battle. It's probably gonna take me a while to get up there, but you know, can try. We already tried that. You didn't want it to. 41 gold. Actually, how many prisoners do I have? 9 of them. Jesus Christ. Let's negotiate your release. We're gonna go for the usual way, you know, a bit of money now is nice and splendid, but having more people that have the right persuasion will serve us better. That's also precisely what a religious group would probably do. But like, okay, listen, you can go free, no money required, no ransom, no nothing. However, you have to follow the right tenets. You can only really go and gain that nice Christian forgiveness if you're actually of the right persuasion. If not, well, get bent. That's kind of what it boils down to. Okay, at this point my dungeon should be a lot closer, yeah. And you are the only one who is not willing to change his ways. That is very sad for him, because that means he's going to fucking suffer for eternity. If it comes to that. It is what it is. You will learn this language. As I said, you know, this is all multiple stats. Conan Vassal. See, I told you so. If you're just patiently willing to wait it out, you sometimes get precisely what you want. You just need to be really, really, really patient about it. Because technically speaking, the Liege Lord does not actually gain much from, you know, pissing off his vassals. So for the most part, since we are a powerful vassal at this point, I don't think there's much kingdoms in the around here. By rank, yeah. There's me. There's one other king, the King of Frisia to be precise. That's all. So how long will it take you to actually get over there? Probably still a few months. And they're probably gonna win their siege here. Which is... and then they're gonna go over to the next area, of course. But, we control the contested area, so that alone is gonna give us a massive advantage. Even if we should lose that. I can petition my liege. For what? Realm peace. We're gonna first wars with other... okay, that's cute. I don't want that. Royal visit. That would give me popular opinion. Fortified borders. Royal visit sounds neato. Petition liege. Okay, that looks dangerous. If we were to get some mercenary guards, that reduces the dangers quite a little bit. Start traveling. Okay, I'm stressed now. Not good. They're just sitting there now. They're like, ah, shit, he's coming. Whatever shall we do? Well, sit there and get fucked. Dark cave. My wooden warrior, young girls. My granddaughters dance what happened. Rage. Wrathful. Brave. Stubborn. Yeah, sure, become brave. And I guess we're gonna free our little area again. Alright. Always when random shit happens while you're traveling. Let's see. 55 comes around. Is that convinced? Well, we tried. We tried to convince him in the most understandable way. With whispers. Yeah, they're not really wanting to make my journey even more painful. And it already fucking is. Hey look, our ally. He has decided to finally join us. Don't trade. A Carol Master. For fuck's sake. Well, you're all fucking terrible at this. I'll take fucking Bobo. Made a friend. And I cured someone. Because, well, I'm just that fucking good. And by curing somebody, also reduced my stress. As I say, you know, no good deed is ever left unpunished. I feel accomplished. I now learn the language, eh? Apparently we go to diplomacy. Read out of that as well. Me too. I'll take it. And I guess we can take over the capital city, and that would probably be enough to win this war once and for all. And just be done with it. Ultimately, Schnort, how much do you hate me? 53 still. Most because you hate my religion. Alas. Can't read much about that, can I now? Seduce. 0%. Can't expect it as much. Romance. 30% chance for romance. Nice. We'll try our luck. Yeah, very low form. Give it up. My charming ways will get you. You will look at this particularly nice little Pope lady and go like, that is precisely what I want to bang the rest of my life. Thank you for making me see the light. Sure, that is how it's gonna end. Child of my destiny. Actually, I have not designated my heir yet, did I? No. I think I'm gonna leave that open then. Come on. Break it open. We might actually capture the guy responsible here. I mean, after all, you know, we're not even trying to get involved in his areas. We're nice and gently staying out of that. All we really want is to take all the areas that belong de jure to the good old Italian kingdom and make them ours. Seems, as far as I'm concerned, pretty fucking reasonable. I'm not asking for much. Oh, well, so I'm going to say, I'm going to claim, at least. Only 73, eh? I should get some more prisoners out of it. Most of these areas are not at all well defended, to put it mildly. We can literally get them down in basically a month. A dangerous faction. A liberty faction. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of people here who hate me. The people who just gotten under me, for the most part. And you should actually not hate me too much. Certain opinions are good. Means I don't really have the necessary military power to be too dangerous just yet. You should be able to sustain yourself on nothing but your love for me for many days. Sustain yourself. God damn it. He notices my little deception. Oh, look at that. We won. Enforce our demands. Can we get a hostage out of you? No, sadly not. Now we have direct control of the Barony of Novara, which I'm not really necessarily want to have. It's part of the Duchy of Payment, eh? But I can create it now. Start. We have some more prisoners. Command conversation, can turn into the right. Have to come of the right faith. That should be enough. Okay. That should give me a bit more health. Neatly. And as far as war goes, Frisia, Burgundy don't care. Rhine, Hesse, Lothringia, Genoa. Nah, Genoa we're gonna get at some point probably. And the Serene Doge Michel of Venice. That sounds like something we can get our hands on. So yeah. A lot of these belong to me. And first and foremost, upgrade that title. Then there's County of Monferrato, which I control myself, the County of Navarra, which I control myself, and the County of Turin, which is controlled by Duke Dragomir of Friuli. It doesn't sound pleasant. Okay, so if I take this one and I grant it to a random noble, and I then also make this random noble, give him the Duchy of Piedmont, which includes all of these areas. Then I have something or someone against him, because, well, technically speaking, he doesn't have any right to the areas there. The area of Turin, that is. He should be over on the other side and do other things. Which he sadly not. The only part that isn't inside is what he controls directly. That is good. And then we have the most serene Republic of Venice. We can probably deal with them. Weakening our military right now seems like a bit of a dangerous endeavor. Let's see, you have no spouse. If I arrange a marriage. That's probably gonna pacify him a little bit. Then we have you. You do have a spouse. That doesn't help me. But that will. Part of this family then, aren't you, Joan? Okay, who else do we have? You we dealt with, you we dealt with, you three we dealt with. There's Duke Günther. Which one of these actually turned out better? In your case, I don't even know if you have or will turn out better. Not just forgiving and compassionate. That's not bad. Only an insightful thinker though, but I smell potential there. Future potential, that is. And yes, eh? It's never easy. And a peasant rebel in Monferrato. I don't really care about the peasant rebel in Monferrato, to be fair. A fish to say. It sounds like an ideal way to get some peace and quiet that we desperately need. That piece of land, however, we're probably not gonna get that easily. Just not for the moment. Yeah, try to get some relaxation in. You need it, little Pope lady. We're getting older. We should probably designate an heir. I think you will be the one to inherit us. You're pretty smart, you are lustful, compassionate, and you have the children ahead of us. Oh, right, of course. We have a designated area, right? At the moment we would lose the Duchy of Lotharingia and the country of Cologne. And that is not going to happen, mind you. We're going to deal with that once we're a bit closer to our end. Could raise another man-at-arms regiment. And we can technically hold another county, eh? I might be one we want to hold. That's Dortmund. That's the last countess I have to... There are somewhat dukes who would probably be quite willing to take over the place. You, for example, would make an absolute terrific steward. After a moment we should probably... Oh yeah, we can get armored horsemen now. We should get some armored horsemen. Armored horsemen sounds amazing, because we do have armored footmen, we have some pikemen, we have some bowmen, we have some light footmen. Yes, we do. Some Unagish. So, getting some horses in there. Sounds reasonable. I just need a bit more money for that. If I were to politely ask you to give me that is part of Lower Lotharingia, and I kind of would like to hold those at some point. How good is my designated heir in stewardship? Not well. And your husband also not well. That might end up being a bit problematic then. In the short moment we're gonna keep our little VTs still and let some time pass. But also getting a free feast. And that's not piss people off. Although to be fair, now sometimes when you hear somebody speak in the language they're not, it's they have learned painstakingly, their pronunciation will end up sounding rather funnily, or sometimes rather lewd. Ah, great, she learned that I'm a non-believer. That's a great way to start, Pope. Yeah, sure, tell the rest of the people that you are a fucking non-believer. That sounds like a fucking reasonable thing for the fucking Pope to do. Here. I'm not gonna rock the boat. I'm not gonna piss off the people. Such great diplomacy. Indeed. Okay, that did not help with my stress at fucking all, and I don't think you actually have any nice options here. You don't. Actually, potentially we could form a holy order at some point. Sounds like something reasonable to do, to give our religion just that little bit of an extra push. Maybe give them a city or something to do it. Just need to upgrade our fucking military a little bit. Mostly so the dangerous faction stays well and truly out of becoming an absolute fucking nuisance. Which, given half a chance, they will turn into. Actually, are you good at military things? Reasonably well, actually. Swap things around. It's gonna make this a bit easier. And since I haven't fired you, you're not gonna be too pissed off. What can I like to take the title away from her so I can get rid of another powerful countess and basically put in another feast, you say? I mean, we have tried so far. It's quite the amount of traveling we have to go through. I mean, you know, just because it didn't help me much once, it might help me this time. Perhaps, potentially. Okay, so how much would it cost me to upgrade you? A lot. Hey, cute armored horsemen. Or basically, you know, knights. Proper knights. Gain the trade poet. Stress loss plus 10%. That does sound rather nice. Is that something a decision I can make? Never. Raise the troops. They're right in our neighborhood. Shit, they're not gonna live for fucking long over there. Not to be fair, we still hold the territory of... Do we still hold this ourselves? Yes, we do. We should probably give that away to someone who can actually, who's actually responsible for the area. Okay, that is the jure part of Piedmont, so if I give that to you, you're probably gonna enjoy that, but I guess I'm gonna keep it for a bit longer, then set up a nice little holy order down here. And then I'm going to, give that away. However, creating a holy order is surprisingly pricey, as one would expect. Why am I traveling? I already arrived? Good. The faction, I mean, the amount of people inside of it have kind of gone down. I guess also my problem is that I'm below the minimum required things. It would at least need to be 3 legitimacy, more likely 4. Nice. Oh well, you know, it is what it is. We have to maneuver a bit carefully. I mean, Venice is not really a problem to deal with. We can very easily deal with that, I would assume. Not really a manner we need to be too worried about, I would say. Yeah, finally, another feast. Now, let's see if this time we can get some relaxation out of it. Delightful! Is there any meat on this bone? Do mine usually eat vegetables this small? At least the kind of meals I can expect in hell. Oh, and what are the sweets? This must be the way peasants eat. It's like, wow, unique experience. Now, to be fair, if you're... I guess the nobility of it would probably be intriguing to a ruler. That's great. So, how does this even come up in conversation? He's like, oh, by the way, I'm a sodomite. What? Okay, fair enough. I mean, I don't really think that's the sort of thing you should perhaps shout about in a public, but I guess if that is what you feel the need to do. Ah, no, stress is finally a bit reduced. Spouse, acting on my behalf. I'm traveling the realm of his honor guards. There are many matters she can settle on my behalf, and the military presence brings with him as a firm reminder of my right to rule. Yes. Make things better for me. Here, here. I'm not pissing off the people. No, we're nice and dandly. Ah. At least now we're not as stressed any longer. Now we do kind of need to start gaining some legitimacy of our very own, which will probably end up being the next great goal. Now, have we taken care of all of your children yet? And apart from the youngest one, I'm pretty sure I had you married off as well, though. Isn't it to the guy of Piedmont? Ah, yes, the other one. Distinct feeling somebody has wriggled out of agreement. I have no more young guys to give you sadness. Can't really do much about that, can we now? And let's see, how do you get your Vanju? Get you Brittany, okay, fair enough. Go ahead, go there. As for your children, you are Piedmont and you are with Nogan at the moment. Politics. Can I... Reflection culture. Gender, marriage, prestige, ruler, dynasty. That logo on. Hey, stop here. Yet it does not please me. We are already involved with you. What do you have to offer to me? A good start. Draining yourself ever further into the ranks of our little servants. And you don't consider me a rightful heir because once Shelley told the Kingdom of Bavaria title. Well, that is not a title we are gonna get at any point because that title is directly held by the fucking Emperor. So that's not really an option, is it now? We talk but Masha. Yeah, your hatred will forever burn like a fucking candle. There's, I don't believe any doubt there. Okay, no reason to pish about the people. We need to increase our legitimacy. Yes, hold a magnificent little feast. At least we can be relatively certain that they do not have the necessary military power to threaten us overly much. Which, all things considered, pretty fair. Pretty fair. Okay, another 200 to upgrade our armored horsemen. Just to make damn well sure we are not getting into a position where we are, unfortunately, having to deal with this nonsense. Because there's always a chance that we get a new vessel and they join in. First been visiting Makota on his way some holy site or something. First for you, good silver, and some coins for you also, kind of, and for you, sweet honey cakes. Remember, riches are meant to be shared. I don't want to be that. Okay. Want me to hold court? Fine. Here are the petitioners then. I count 3 petitioners. Okay, fair. First and foremost. I do not falter in greeting, yes. Nice. A religious community of Grado. There's Marazaki. Goes dusty. Certainly unique in a way. A long lost vault of knowledge. Must be work of Satan. Burn it. Trying to seduce my husband. An affront to God. She's never liked me. Must be her. Ah, I see. Well, it wasn't too successful, but at least it wasn't too much of a royal pain, so all's well in the world. To some degree, at the very least. Now for some more nice little waiting, I suppose. Save up some more good old-fashioned money. Actually, what is against my king? The independence faction led by... the King of Frisia, of course. A sister populist uprising and a Catholic uprising. The dispatch of my daughter and heir, Fuma, has passed away. But those crafted plans have been crushed by this fickle impulse. I mean, shit happens, I suppose. How old are you again? 44. Honestly, I'm gonna probably keep you without a spouse for a bit, until you're 50 or so, so we are not gonna create any more offspring that would directly complicate our inheritance situation. Just saying, you know, rather something I would like to avoid. The other one is still busily fucking. I mean, she's 44 and she's still popping out children like no one's fucking business. That is rather impressive, I must admit. Actually, that does remind me, doesn't it? Anyone here who needs to be slightly reminded to be of the right religion? Doesn't really look like it. Now, where do we want to get our things into next? That's a long way away from us, I suppose. But hey, you know, let's spread our wings, well, rather our wombs all over the place, and see what crawls out of it. It's interesting. One way or another. Yeah, all is well in the world. Oh, thanks for the money. I'll graciously take it. Still need to deal with Winnies at some point. The problem is, of course, if we wait too long and our little Pope lady decides to take an in-depth look at the grass from the other side of the ground, it might also be a bit of a problem.